This is my thoughts after the Tank Davis and Gamboa fight. Let's talk Sports Plus. Now, before I start this video, everybody got to put some respect on Gamboa's name, because before this fight, nobody gave Gamboa a chance at all in this fight. Everybody was saying he was going to, get knocked out within 3 to 4 rounds. Even Mikey Garcia said basically he was a bum. He wasn't going to last 3 to 4 rounds with him. He was going to knock him out. And Gamboa came out and he fought a lot of the ways I expected him to fight in this fight. I know he was going to come out and try to box Davis. I know he wasn't going to stand there and trade with him. I wanted him to box him and try to take him to the deeper rounds to try to drown Davis. And it almost worked. But the thing that, was a twist in the fight, of course, was the snap tendon. Nobody expected that to happen. I thought Gamboa had a good chance, of winning this fight. If Gamboa wouldn't have snapped his tendon, just imagine what would have happened in this fight. Especially at the end of the fight when Davis wasn't throwing no punches. He was just basically catching his breath just like Gamboa was. Gamboa just didn't have enough energy to finish him off. If Gamboa wouldn't have snapped his tendon, he would have been a lot more fresh at the end of the fight. And on top of that, Davis would have been more tired than he was. He would have been more hurt. And I think that would have gave Gamboa a good chance of knocking Davis out. To say this, though, the only chance he would have had was when Davis got tired around the 9th round and catching him with a left hook. That's the only chance I thought he would have had, was getting lucky, getting Davis tired and catching him with a left hook when Davis had his hands down. Now, Davis, I thought, was the way more accurate puncher. He had better fundamentals. I thought him and Gamboa, I didn't know who had the more strength, because Gamboa is strong. You know what I mean? He even hurt Crawford in this fight. So I wanted to see who was going to, be the stronger guy. Gamboa, a bigger Gamboa, a bigger Davis, to see, who would have the most strength in a fight. And all throughout the fight, Gamboa was taking Davis punches. He was eating them. And it was like the punches wasn't really phasing him like that, And I think at the end, at the last round, the 12th, Davis, he wanted to keep that KO percentage record, so he can say he got the highest KO percentage out of all the boxers. I know he wanted to keep that. So you seen him at the end. He was the last 2 rounds, the 10th and the 11th. You could tell he was just trying to get a second win so he can end in a 12-round finale and just get him out there. You could tell in the 12th round he caught his second win and he was just swinging. And he did, but it was more like a desperate knockout. It wasn't like a real 12th round knockout where it's a close fight and it might go to the decision and both of the guys is trying to win that last round. It was more like Davis was just trying to knock him out just to knock him out, even though he could have just stayed on his back foot, jabbed him all through the round and won easy. But you could tell comparing himself to Mayweather would have went out the window. And remember, Davis said he wanted to knock out Gamboa faster than Crawford did. It didn't happen, but at the end of the day, it was an entertaining fight. So, with that said, tell me what you think. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and until next time, peace.